Right, welcome to another Bossway video. This one isn't Bossway Weekly. This is just a small video about my Range Rover Sport that got written off on Boxing Day this year, or last year, 2024. What had happened was we'd gone round my parents' house to have dinner and, eat the leftovers from what was on Christmas Day. So we'd been at the house for about 20 minutes, got all the family out of the car, laid on like a little buffet, sat on the sofa or like on our laps having a bit of dinner. Some people were at the dining table. We were going to start playing games, all that sort of stuff. Kick off Boxing Day, and we heard a big old bang outside. Thought, oh, that's a bit strange. So we went running out, and someone had driven through my parents' wall of their garden and across the front of my car and into my parents' car. Now, my parents have got a Honda CR-V, and it hit the front of that, so the front wheel was angled in, and it had moved their car about 2 feet. When I come out of their house, I was between my car and their car, and my car looked fairly unscathed. I thought it might have got a scratch on the bumper or something, but it looked like the guy's car had gone across the front of mine and into my parents' car. So I thought, cool, that is lucky. And then it was all sort of a bit chaos. There was a bit of smell from the airbags of his car, and the horn was going. So the engine, the bonnet was all sort of dented in on his car. So I just pulled the wire off the horn to sort of calm everything down. Thankfully, the guy was out of the car already and he was stood up, so he was he was okay. There was voices from inside the car, so I thought there was someone else. So we were going to try and get inside the car, and he said, "No, I'm on my own." So it must have been on his Bluetooth or something coming out the radio. But as long as everyone was okay, that was the first thing. We wanted to check that he was okay. Not really sure what happened or how we did it, because it was obviously Boxing Day, very quiet road. He was on his way back from the gym. There was no drink involved. I'm not saying any foul play there, but he'd come across from his side of the road. It's a 30 limit, obviously, by my parents' house. So he'd gone from his lane across the other lane, up onto the path, through the brick wall, and then past the car. So he's gone a long way out from where he should have been. It's not on like a tight bend or anything like that, but I'm not sure how it happened, but there you go. This is what we got to deal with. So big brick wall, well, not big, it's only sort of 3 foot high, but about 20 to 25 feet of it. So it goes boom, 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 through all the brick wall and into two cars. So my car got taken away fairly quickly, and it was going to go away to be assessed. So there was damage to the front bumper, the wing, the bonnet, the A-pillar, windscreen was cracked, front door had a hole in it, rear door had a hole in it, and most of this, apart from the front bumper, most of this was done by the bricks. When he'd gone through the bricks had sort of exploded outwards and peppered all down my car, and it had also gone over my car and over my parents' car as well. We're pretty thankful that my car was parked in the way it was, because the bricks were sort of heading for the lounge window where we were all sat just the other side on the sofa and on the dining table, having our lunch. So thankful that my car was in the way of the bricks flying, and thankful that the driver of the vehicle was completely okay. I rang after the police had turned up, and obviously all the neighbours come out and all the commotion, make sure he was okay. We had to contact our insurance companies. So my insurance company took my car away within a couple of hours. It's now the 15th of January, so that's roughly 3 weeks ago. My parents' car is still on their drive. They haven't come and collected their car yet. So we've both got hire cars, courtesy cars at the moment, waiting for all the insurance to deal with each other. But my car got taken away straight away, and within a few days, I believe probably the 28th or 29th, I got a phone call from Copart saying, yes, your car is a total loss. We think it's going to cost 18,000 something pounds to put right, and we think it's worth about 21. So there's not enough of a difference there for us to put it back on the road. So it's going to go to auction, and we're going to pay you out, which is a shame because we've had the car for 7 or 8 months. Love the car, love the colour scheme. Some people love it, some people don't. It was navy blue, silver roof, two-tone leather interior, and we haven't done that many miles in it, but enjoyed driving it to and from work, couple of trips to the seaside, etc. So haven't used it a terrible amount, but yeah, real shame that this car was going to be a Cat N. Now, you get Cat S, Cat N, you go through all the categories. So basically, mine is an N, which is non-structural. So it's basically the bodywork, the panels, the doors, the wings, stuff that you can bolt on and off. Structural is things like what Matt Armstrong does, like big, changes to the vehicle, having to be rejigged or whatever. It's much more involved. Cat N is definitely repairable by someone who can bolt on and off these trims, wheel arches, etc. So it's definitely something that someone could look at buying from Copart. Now, it is now 23 minutes past 12. My car has been on Copart for about a week, and I've been watching it, and it's about to finish at 12:30. So we have to work out, is it worth buying your own car back, or is it worth anybody buying this car back to put back on the road? Because the insurance company said it's £18,000 to fix it, and that must be if you are doing everything from Land Rover, and yeah. So, but I think if you bought all the parts separately, like from eBay, etc., got it all painted up, then I think you should be able to repair it a lot cheaper. But let me show you. Let me show you it on Copart now, and we'll assess it ourselves. There you go. This is my old car, and as you can see, it's got all the damage around it. It's got damage on the bumper, the headlight, and that sort of stuff. At the moment, the current bid is £8,000. It's got a few minutes to go, so let me just refresh this screen for you. And here we are. So yeah, we're still at £8,000. It's in Wisbech, which isn't actually that far away from us. So let's calculate the fees on that. So let's say your highest bid was going to be 10,000, and we are in Peterborough, so I'm just going to put PE1 in there. So if you bid on that £10,000, it would be £650 buyer's fee on top of that, £109 because you're bidding on the internet, 50 quid for them to get it out the yard, plus VAT, 120 quid for delivery. So it's £11,100 if you got it for 10,000. So what we have got here, we will show you. So you can view all the pictures. The driver side is actually okay because all the damage was on the passenger side. So this is where I came out, and there was no damage there. But when you look on this side, there's a complete hole in the passenger rear door that you could even see speakers and stuff inside there. So there's all the interior, nothing wrong in there, apart from the windscreen, of course. It now has a TPMS fault, but that could just because it's got a flat tire or something somewhere, I guess. But it would normally say just low tire, but that actually says proper fault. So here's where a lot of the damage is, which I'll put some pictures up on, so you've got some quality pictures. So wing mirror, A-pillar, windscreen, etc. Now I know this is a good car and it has good service history. It doesn't say anything about history on this, I don't believe. Let me find somewhere else. There's a few cars we're looking at here. So does this say, it says runs and drives, vehicle report. Okay, Copart takes no responsibility, of course. I don't know much about Copart, but yeah, no it doesn't say anything about service history, but I did have to provide the service history to them. And it does say it's got keys. It's got one with the car. We've still got the other one here, actually. Primary damage side, a bit on the front. Mileage was 87,578. And yeah, so this is all the Copart bit. So we've got, you could bid there now anything over £8,000, and it looks like it's about to finish, or should finish any minute. So be interesting to see what it goes for. And let me just refresh that now, because it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So let's have a look here. It's gone. I did contemplate buying the car back because I know it's a good one, but it is too punchy now. If 11 grand for a car, then you've got to get it all sorted, all the panels. So it's front bumper, bonnet, wing, A-pillar, windscreen, front door, back door. Both wheels need refurbing now because bricks hit them. The headlight needs doing. So, and then it all needs painting if you can't get the right colours. Obviously the wing mirror, which has got, obviously it's heated and it's electric, and it's got everything else that's in those wing mirrors as well. So it is going to be, and even down to like this little tab that comes out, the headlight washers, that was like it had a deep groove through it. So I guess you might be able to fill and spray that, but it's probably a new one of them as well. So there's lots of little bits, and they're the bits you can see, let alone if the bricks did go through and hit a speaker or damage the door mechanism or something. I do think, we did have a look, and on like eBay, the bonnet might be like £250 and the wing was 250 quid. So there was, if you did 250 quid for all of this, then it's a couple of grand plus some paint plus a windscreen. So maybe you're 3 or 4 grand in. They say the retail value is £21,036. So you might be into the car for, let's say you did bid 10 and it was 11,000 by the time you got it, another 3 or 4 grand. So you might be into 15 grand, but it's always going to be a Cat N. So 21 grand was how it was when it was immaculate and not a category car. Now it's a Cat N, so you're somewhere between or somewhere less than 21 grand, because that's for a car that's not categorized, and it's going to have cost you around 15 grand by the time you've bought it and put all the parts on and then had it painted and all of that sort of stuff. So, and you got to apply for the V5 in your name. I don't know if it would be worth it. The price was too strong for me to bid at 8,000 even. But certainly an interesting story. Would have been good to buy it, put it back on the road and complete the narrative of having the car in and putting it back on the road again. But the bidding's just too strong, and there's not enough margin in that, and to cover anything else that you don't know is wrong with the car now. But certainly an interesting story to tell. So that is it. I did not and will not buy that car back from the auction. It says the sale date will be finished now, but it still says bid now, so I don't really know much about bidding at Copart, but I assumed it would then be finished then. I don't know if you can wander around and they do open days we can buy there. I don't know. It says lane 31 and it was going to be today at 12:30, so I assumed it would have finished the auction, but I don't know much about Copart. But it's interesting that it was on here, and if it had gone cheap enough, then I definitely would have bought it back, because I did absolutely love the car. It's got the upgraded Meridian sound, so the sound system was amazing. Heated and cooled seats in the front, heated seats in the rear, 4-zone aircon. It had a really good spec on the car, obviously pan roof, it's the autobiography, it's the hybrid. So yeah, absolutely loved the car, but on this occasion I'm going to leave it to somebody else, and I hope it may well have been one of you, and if we see it on the road again, I would love you to send me some pictures of it looking in tip-top shape again. I will put up some pictures on what it looked like before and after now, so you can have a look at how it did look and how it now looks. And yeah, I hope that it gets put back on the road again and someone enjoys many happy miles in it just as we did.